Hello everyone, welcome back to Weiss Academy here. So I have another show match today between me and a friend. I'm gonna showcase that Azurlane deck I profiled on the channel earlier. I've made some small adjustments to it, but overall it kind of features the same strategy. So one of the bigger adjustments I've made is that I'm testing out the Yamashiro and Fuso package, which gives you like very strong level 0 presence and just lets the deck go a bit more aggro for some early advantage. So I'm playing against 8 Choice Anniversary SAO, a pretty prominent deck in the meta right now that you can see my opponent is playing. So they went first, they started off with the Kirito Akatsuki, where it gets reversed, they get top 4 for Anniversary. So they attack, pass, turn. So I'm going to open up with the Yamashiro and Fuso combo. It's a pretty strong combo, it's really interesting. So what happens is that there's a 00500 that you can play. I think it was the Fuso. On play you can discard a character to search Yamashiro. And the Yamashiro is just a 3k vanilla, but the other card gives the vanilla plus 1k power, plus 1 soul continuous. So it makes a very strong level 0 beat stick. It's a free search, so it's very consistent. And while you have the vanilla on the field, the support card also gets 3000 and plus 1 soul. So it gives a pretty nice aggro play at 0, and also allows you to beat over your opponent's zeros, because they're pretty sizable in terms of power level. So I push with the Taiho combo here. My opponent cancels twice, which is actually pretty okay, because it makes them stay at level 0, and then they have to spend resources to deal with what you have on the board there, right? Like, I have a 4k vanilla, I have a 3-5 as well, and then I have a Hanazuki, which when sent to Ryu, I could get another card out of it. So all these level 0s, my opponent has to, spend resources to deal with. So I'm feeling pretty okay with this situation, and I have follow-up for next turn as well. So because they're playing South, they have a lot of hand fix, and they're able to kind of go through their deck to find the cards they need, so they are able to answer the board here. They're going to swing in with the Event Rize, which is very huge. I think I have the one that the camera's mirrored here, so it's not quite matching. So that might be a bit off. I'll try to fix it for next time. I didn't notice while I was recording. But yeah. Anyways, they're gonna swing twice. Can't get over the middle, so they're gonna side the middle lane there. I'm going to use the Hanazuki to get another Taiho. I believe I have another Climax in hand, so I want to be able to fire off that double Taiho for the stock generation. Draw Clock of Graph, right? In this deck, you want to level your level 3s for experience, and since we're playing the graph, we want it in the clock, both the level, and also when it's sent to the waiting room, it's in the waiting room for the Climax combo if we do play it. So I think I draw 2 big Climaxes here. I played down the Bar Katsuki, so you can discard go Bar to top 6. So you can grab a character there, brainstorm with the Taiho. I want to mill through the deck, but also to get back cards, right? Because that's kind of how you get card advantage in this deck. So I'm going to throw down another vanilla, just so that they get the bonus soul and they can hit my opponent for some more damage. Gotta use them while they're still like reasonable power levels here. So with the Taihos, I do stock some of the vanilla package, because after you're done with it, you can kind of send it to stock, and then that way they're out of your deck, and you won't have to keep seeing them, right? So swing, that attack sticks. I think my opponent is out quite a few Climaxes from his milling, as well as canceling the previous turn, right? So I think we're going to stick all this damage here. So yeah, push him straight to level 2, which honestly for the SAO deck isn't even that bad, because they play a level 2 combo that they can cheat it at level 1, but if you're level 2 you can just play it directly, so that does offer them some advantage there. They're gonna use the Katsuki to mill through their deck, see if they find anything they want. They find the 1-0 that you can use to spawn out the 2-1 Alice, see what they do. But I don't think they can clock here, or else they shuffle all their Alice's back into their deck, and they need it in the waiting room to spawn them out with 1-0. So they can't clock, they're gonna have to play out some stuff. So there's the 1-0 spawner. So what happens is on play you can shuffle back 2 characters into deck, give something on the field minus 1k. Right? Doesn't really matter, he's gonna kill my entire board here, so the power is pretty irrelevant. But he's gonna play down another one, shuffle back more, I think. Yeah. And they have another effect is you can pay one to brainstorm 3, and then if you mill one of the 2/1 Alices, you can play one from the waiting room. I think he over-milled his deck, honestly. I think he should have left some cards, because right now he can only get off 1 Alice, because he can mill 3, yeah, hit them, summon 1, but he can't mill again, or else he'll refresh. So he should have left a fatter deck, I think. Milled a bit too much. So he can only get 1 Alice over here, but he can still beat over my whole board, so it's not too big of a deal, I guess, just slightly less resources. The 1/0 Alice spawners are also global 5s, so they do beef up the middle 2/1 Alice quite a bit. 2/1 Alice gets 1k power for every other, so it's going to be attacking for 12k. Sitting at 11k cross turn, you know, I don't think I can. Well, I can kill it, but it's too much effort, I think. So I'll probably opt not to. In the next turn, just try to push damage, get more resources, play my own game. I'm not too concerned with just giving him 1 Alice left over, even if he does have the Climax again. So he's refreshing here. I think I'm refreshing soon as well. There's a few cards waiting for him to attack. So the attack does happen. So yeah, the 2 is going to stick. I'm going to hit level 2 as well, refreshing back my deck there. So at level 2 of the deck, the Azurlane deck has some options. I could play the Grab Climax combo in order to try to push damage, get tempo. I also have access removal in the deck. But I think I saw him salvage an anti-change counter, so I don't want to play into that. So I'm not going to go for the Grab combo, honestly. I'll probably try to dig for another Taiho Climax and just try to push damage there. So yeah, play out Taiho. Brainstorm 4, we missed that one. Brainstorm with another Taiho. So we hit 1, so we get to top 3, add a card. So I think we add another Taiho there, because I'm looking for playable cards right now, and I don't have that many in my hand. And we've been through a lot of the deck, but we haven't been hitting Climaxes. So you can see I missed on the 3rd Taiho as well. So I do have a Climax, so I played the Climax swap, not going to use the effect, because I already have the Climax. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attack once, generate a bunch of stock this turn, and my deck should still be pretty full of Climaxes, so I'm going to try to cancel next turn, keep my compression, and then, yeah. So we're going to crash with his 1/0, swing for 2. Alright. And then hopefully we cancel next turn, so then we get another turn at level 2 to try to farm up some more stock before we get level 3 there. So the SAO player is going to clock. Let's see, did he find another Alice Climax? Then play the event to mill 4. Then salvage level equal to soul triggers. They mill 1, so I think they can salvage level 1 Allure. They can push up to level 0 from the back. Play another event Rize. Miss. Yeah, he does have the Alice Climax again, so we're going to trigger off the Alice. I'm not too concerned with just the one Alice firing off, right? I think he's set up for level 3 now. He's going to swing, trigger a choice. So using the choice is going to salvage, that's the level 1 counter, I believe. So cancel that, swing again, cancel that, right? Pretty expected. I swing with the last one. This one was a bit risky, but I do cancel on the 4 because he does hit critical or a soul trigger. So yeah, gonna drop return their clock again and refresh your deck. So I think we're gonna stay at level 2 here and then just try to push the SAO player to level 3, where he can probably try to swing back with the Argo combo, and we just have to live the Argo combo. I think we're at 2-3, so we're pretty likely to survive, especially with a fresh deck there. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we're going to play the dragon. So the dragon, on play you can pay 1 to play the other one from your deck. So it's a 1 stock plus and there's 7k beat sticks. Pretty nice cards. So do that, and then shuffle our deck, put it back, and then we're going to brainstorm the Taiho, try to get some cards. So we missed that one, brainstorm again. I think we hit 3 there. So we're going to top 3 3 times. Just try to set up for level 3 now. Might want to go through our decks as we build out some big Climaxes. So looking for cards to help build through the deck as well. Top 3 again. Yeah. counting how many Climaxes are out, considering milling through the deck again. See how many cards are left. Okay, so we do play Climax swap. I'm gonna swap the standby, right? For a gold bar, and then we're gonna discard the gold bar to use the top 6. So take a character from here, right? We're gonna take the stock healer, and then we're gonna play the tile Climax again. So we're pretty much decked out, right? Getting us to refresh, get 2 more stock, and then just try to push some damage in. Realize that I should probably crash the 0, although it doesn't really matter. But you know, putting the 0 to the middle. Okay, we're gonna crash the 0 in, pushing for 3s. Cancels twice, but the last attack does stick. Get him to 3 there. Okay. So they're gonna draw. Talk for 2. See if they find anything important. What to do. They were debating maybe just pushing for another turn, holding their Climax combo, but realizing they're likely to die, they decide to play down the Argos. Right, so what the Argo does, it's a Climax combo with a choice. On attack you can discard 2 to burn 3, and then on play it's also Musashi effect for the turn. So it's a pretty potent finisher, but it doesn't heal or it doesn't cantrip, so you gotta make sure you have the correct pieces in your hand. So you're gonna discard 2 to burn 3. So we cancel that. We're gonna mill for the Musashi. Mill's a level 3, so we're gonna take 4. I have 2 blanks left in my deck, so we're gonna refresh and see if we can cancel off the top there. Can we cancel this? If we can, that's actually a lot of damage. That brings us to well within kill range if we take the 4. So we take the refresh there, take 2 more, and it does all stick. So that brings us up to 3-6. So yeah. 2 more swings for lethal, so swings for the attack, we cancel that. Attacks with the other Argo, discarding 2, take the 3 burn, we do cancel that. Nil's a level 0, so we take 1 from the Musashi, they swing for 3. We do have to cancel 1 more time, which we do cancel, and then swing for the middle as well, and we canceled that as well. Although that wasn't necessary, we would have been alive even if we ate that attack, right? So that's just a nice bonus on top. That does let us clock, so we're going to clock a tile, because I believe I have 3 in my hand. Don't need all 3. I'm going to clock 1 to draw 2, try to find some combo pieces for level 3. See if we can find anything. Top 3. I think we took a standby there, because I don't have the pieces for the Shinano combo. So we're going to use the standby Climax as like a backup finisher. Let's play down another tile, brainstorm there. Okay, so hit nothing. Okay, so we're going to play the stock healer. We discard a graph to the waiting room, heal 1. Play down 2 cards just so we have a full board, so we can play the boats event, because the boats event does require you to have a full board. So yeah. Pay 2 to play, to burn 4. Okay, so he has 3 blanks left in his deck. So if we stick to 4, that's a pretty big advantage. That means any swing is lethal there. Can we stick this 4 off the boat event? Explosive boats. Good card. Alright, turning the deck, refresh, I'm going to take 1 more, ooh, so he is at 3-6, play the boats event again, cancels on 3, okay, but now we have a pretty good chance of finishing, so we're going to play the standby Climax, right, as long as we could top kick one of his characters, it's pretty much guaranteed game, so we get the graph. Swing for 2 and gold bar. And I'm refreshing, but as you can see the 2 sticks, so that's going to be game. GG's.